I never actually got tested for ADD, so I don't even know if I have ADD. And I'm not trying to speak for everyone that does actually have ADD. But this is my story. I have had several people throughout my life recommend me that I should get tested for ADD. And I'm not just talking about my friends joking around saying that I have ADD or that I am autistic, which they do. But there were also some people like actual mental health professionals and I think you call them counselors at high school, the people you talk to, right? There was one of the high school counselors and I believe 2 mental health professionals that said, you sound like you might have ADD. We recommend that you get tested so that you might get some treatment for it. You get some drugs to help you out. Now, I never actually did that because I don't really know why. Actually, I guess I just was a rebellious teenager and I didn't care. But I didn't. But I do sort of find myself in the symptoms of ADD. When they told me, you sound like you have ADD, I wasn't like, oh, you're talking nonsense. I was like, okay, yeah, you know, I believe that, but I don't really care. I'm just gonna continue my life. But it did affect me. It affected me to the point where I have considered getting tested. Because I have always been someone that was so easily distracted. I had so much trouble focusing on things and it really affected my life. And I thought maybe if I do get tested and I get these fancy drugs, it will help me to be more productive, to do less crappy things in my life, to do less of the bad habits and to be more productive and work towards my goals, and it'll help me to get rich faster, etc. But I never did that. And I'm glad that I never did that because I have sort of fixed myself by fixing my lifestyle. Now, before you start saying, Rob, it's not the same for everyone, just hear me out, okay? I'm talking about myself here. Again, I'm not speaking for everyone, but I noticed that during the periods where this so-called ADD was affecting me the most, I was also living the crappiest lifestyle. It works both ways, right? ADD doesn't just make you do dumb stuff. It doesn't just distract you, but distracting yourself, living a crappy lifestyle, making up excuses also sort of worsens the symptoms of your ADD. Or even if it's not ADD, but it's sort of the same thing, right? And I was living this lifestyle where I was just bombarding the hell out of my dopamine system. I was doing everything, right? I was just playing video games nonstop. Whenever I wasn't playing video games, I would just browse sites like 4chan or Reddit to just bombard my brain with post after post, right? Everything. Smoking weed all the time, eating a bunch of junk food, just everything to just chase instant gratification and destroy my dopamine system as much as possible. Porn, obviously a lot of porn as well. And when I started to live a, let's call it, cleaner lifestyle, where I was not destroying my dopamine system as much, these so-called symptoms, they did not affect me nearly as much anymore. And yeah, I might still have it. Again, I'm not even sure if it is ADD or not, but let's put it this way. I might still be more easily distracted than average. I might still have a harder time focusing than average. But I can control myself now. It is not at the point where that thing, ADD or not, is in control of my life. It used to be in control of my life, but now it's no longer in control of my life. And I realize that it's largely because of my lifestyle, because like I said, it works both ways. It makes you more, it makes it easier for you to live a crappy lifestyle, but at the same time, living a crappy lifestyle makes the mental health thing worse. And so this is the message of this video. Lifestyle. Do not underestimate the influence of lifestyle on your life, on your mental health. Whether you have ADD or not, it's not going to be equally easy for everyone. It might be harder for you, yes. But that doesn't mean that you cannot at least exercise control over the factors that you can control. Never use this diagnosis that you have as an excuse to say, oh, but there's no point for me quitting porn. No point for me trying to not bombard my dopamine system because I have ADD. No, it's really dumb. Again, yes, it might be harder for you, but that doesn't fucking matter, okay? Life isn't fair. It isn't. It's harder for some people than for other people. But are you going to use that as an excuse to just give up and make your life even harder? Because that's what you're doing. If you give up because your life is hard, you are only making your life more miserable. And that's the dumbest thing you can ever do. The only thing you can ever do is at least control the factors that you can control. And I'm telling you, again, I am not trying to speak for everyone, and I don't know if I actually have ADD or not. But I'm telling you, for me, it made a huge difference. And even if it's going to make a larger or a lesser difference for you, because you actually do have ADD, it still is going to make a difference. So never underestimate the power of trying to actually fix your lifestyle.